not own the rights to any music played or being streamed on this service. This is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Enjoy.
The night was heavy, but the dawn breaks wide. Dreams been broken, still the soul can't hide. Every step forward leaves the hurt behind. Keep your eyes open, hope is what you'll find. Keep the faith moving, don't let it fall. Carry love higher, it can cover all. When the world shakes you, don't lose the song. Keep the faith moving, keep marching on. Streets are burning with the cries of pain, but the seeds of change will break the chain. Voices rising in the morning air, sing it louder now, we're everywhere. Keep the faith moving, don't let it fall. Carry love higher, it can cover all. When the night blinds you, let your spirit strong. Keep the faith moving, keep marching on. Every heartbeat says the truth is clear. Together we rise, together we stand. Faith is a river flowing through this land. Children laughing on the corner street, steps of freedom in the rhythm and beat. Tomorrow's calling, can you hear it say? Keep the faith moving, don't lose the way. Keep the faith moving, don't let it die. Hold the flame steady, lift it to the sky. Through the storm's fury, through the night so long. Keep the faith moving, keep marching on. Yes, keep the faith moving, keep marching on. fall, but the morning comes again. Every tear on the ground, it can teach a man. The road is long, but the dream is never gone. Keep your heart steady, love will carry on. Rise and believe, don't let the moment die. Lift your soul higher, reach across the sky. Troubles may linger, but hope will never leave. Stand on tomorrow, rise and believe. Voices call from the corners of the street, songs of freedom where the broken hearts meet. Chains can bend, but the spirit won't be bound. Every voice lifted makes a healing sound. Rise and believe, don't let the fire fade. Keep your faith shining in the light we've made. Darkness will tremble, the weary will breathe. Strong in the struggle, rise and believe. Oh, the mountain may be steep, but the climb is worth the pain. Every step we keep, we will dance in the rain. Children smile, though the night was cold and long. Hands together, we are steady, we are strong. Love's the answer, it's the power we receive. Lift your heart higher, rise and believe. Ooh, rise and believe. Let your spirit fly, carry the dream. Don't you question why troubles may linger, but a hope will never leave. The world is waiting. Rise and believe. Yes, the world is waiting. Rise and believe. The earth lay waiting, breath held tight. Streets in shadow, no flame, no light. But in the stillness, a heartbeat stirred. A rising sound, the silence heard. Movement, first hand, one hand trembling reached up high. Not to beg, not to ask why, but to break the weight that pressed so low. To lift what no one else would know. The many hands, then another rose, and another came. Different voices, one holy flame. Oh, they touched the air with a steady cry. Hands unbroken, lifting the sky. Movement the sound, every soul like thunder found. Movement be the turning of night. Darkness faltered where the lantern shone. Chains grew weak, their power gone. Every palm became a light, pushing back the endless night. Tired land, hands kept rising, hearts kept true. The sky was lifted and hope broke through. Movement movement eternal flame. Oh, yeah. When the night returns, as night still try, the hands remain, they never die. For once you've carried the weight above, you hold forever the strength of love.
Love and light, love and light, love and light, family. Welcome, welcome to the Wednesday night call. Please open up your mics. Share some love with each other around the world, family. Go and open up your
Oh, I
mics.
do.
Love and light.
Love and
Love and
light.
light.
Love
Love
and
and
Love and
light.
light,
light.
Love
family.
and
I
light.
do
Love
Love and
and
light.
light.
Love
Love
and
and
light.
light.
Love and light.
So, family, want to welcome everybody to showing up for Wednesday night check-in with our dear Empress. And we do recognize there's some storms going on around the earth right now that's affecting some people. But we want to thank you all for those who are able to chime in tonight with a good internet connection. And seeing your bright, lovely faces, all the bright smiles, seeing just feeling the energy. Thank you for just coming here to circulate your energy with everybody. So before we always get started, fam, we want to do, we want to go ahead and start with our protocol, go into our rules of engagement and set the tone again, as we always do with our platform. So let me go and share my screen, and we're gonna get started tonight. All right, so first up is gonna be my dear lovely sister, Violet Hawk is going to be sharing with us the rules of engagement. With that said, I pass the mic to my dear sister Violet Hawk. The mic is yours.
Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Gratitude, bending bamboo. Welcome in, everyone. Greetings to everyone out in YouTube land. First and foremost, giving divine reverence to our dear Empress, Isis, and to our dear Emperor, Osiris. Giving divine reverence to our Umi, Jabaro Peacock, our sister Adriana, fellow clan members, clan mothers, fellow chiefs of the tribe, Chief Black Fox, elders of the tribe, Mod Squad, family and friends, 2026 12 steppers and 20 fellow 2025 12 steppers. Welcome in to the check-in with Empress. Here are our rules of engagements. Enter with an attitude of love. Let your heart lead. We gather in peace, respect, and kinship. Have your cameras on and faces in view of the camera at all times. If you are prompted to start your video, please do so that you won't be put in the waiting area until you do so. Let your presence be felt. We honor each face as a part of our sacred circle. Have your names visible at all times. Once you are entered into the Zoom meeting, you are required to rename your device. If you have iPhone or whatever device you're on, please rename your device with your name or your spiritual name, whatever you desire. If you are unable to or don't know how to rename your device, put it in the chat and our moderators will be more than happy to assist you. Claim your space. Your name carries your story, so let it be known. Very important that you have your mics muted at all times. So once you enter, just check periodically, make sure your mic is muted so that you won't interrupt the speaker, mainly Empress, and she loses her train of thought. It's just protocol, and it's respectful to keep your mics muted. Don't blurt out Ashe unless she asks you to unmute your mic. And once she does, just Ashe and mute it back. Everybody wants to get a chance to say Ashe. And if everybody's still talking, then she can't continue her message for the evening. So make sure your mic is muted at all times. Honor the speaker. Your silence is a gift that allows voices to be heard. Keep your questions and or comments at a maximum of 2 minutes. Speak with intention. Our time, your time is sacred. Share wisely and listen deeply. Let us uphold our nation. Ashe, and I return it to you, Brother Bending Bamboo.
Thank you, Sister Vala Hall, for breaking down the rules of engagement. So, family, we definitely want to make sure we stay in accord with our rules of engagement as we continue to move forward on our platform to maintain the integrity of our cause and as we continue to build the nation to the empire that it is. So, thank you again, my dear Sister Vala Hall. Next, we're going to move on to the weekly events, where my dear Sister Christine is going to be sharing with you all and all of us the weekly events that are taking place. And if for some reason, Sister Christina, you can't see the screen, I know you have some challenges in down south with these storms, please let me know and I'll read it on your behalf. With that said, I pass the mic to my dear Sister Christina.
Gratitude, Brother Bending Bamboo. I'm good for now. Definitely appreciate your assistance. So welcome, family. Welcome to the Shalagi Cherokee Nation Station events. We are the #1 nation under the sun for the next 7 generations. And we have our Monday afternoons. Family, please make sure that all your mics are muted. Gratitude. On Mondays, family, we have our Cooking with Big Mama. Remember, these are events only for the month of October because November, we have a whole new set of events rolling out for the family. So I hope you want to stay tuned. Not hope, I know you want to stay tuned into the Shalagi Cherokee Nation Station. But we're moving on because Monday is our metaphysical Bible study hosted by Empress herself, Sis Star Violet Hawk, Brother Patah. The last 30 minutes are always guided meditation, and it's at from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time from Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, family. If you didn't get your fill of your metaphysical Bible study, guess what? We got Cooking with Big Mama. Big Mama was definitely giving us a surprise pop-up at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time this past Monday. So if that's something that you want to tune into, family, Mondays is the tuning station for you. On Tuesdays, family, we had our health and wellness. We spoke about the metaphysics of Earth, and we have our metaphysical Bible study running from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and our health and wellness webinar runs from 7 p.m. So if this is something that you want to tune into, family, come on in, the family and the doors are always open. Tonight, we have our checking in with Empress for the 12 steppers of the class of 2026. And this starts at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Wednesday. We'll be speaking on one of the 12 traditions on Wednesdays, which speaks about how you deal with people and work with people, whereas the 12 steps speaks on how you deal with yourself and cleaning up your stinky thinking, cleaning up your mess in the side of things. So open enrollment is still open for the 12 steps of personal sovereignty. So if this is something that I suggest, highly recommend you enroll into the 12 steps of personal sovereignty. And if you've taken it before and you feel like you need a little, recharge, a little brushing up, guess what? Open enrollment is still available to the family if you want to rejoin to 12 Steps of Personal Sovereignty. On Thursdays, family, we have our Family Money Matters, hosted by our brother Bendon Bamboo himself, alongside Empress at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And in the AM, we have 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Metaphysical Bible Study. So we get Metaphysical Bible Study 3 times a week. On Fridays, family, this Friday, we have our Enlightenment of Love at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is usually on the first and third Fridays, but the upcoming November's calendar will be adjusted accordingly at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have a special event for the matriarchs this specific Friday, October 31st. Our dear, beautiful Miss Patolo is going to be giving our foot soaking ceremony for the women only. I have to preface this is the women only event. On Friday, we have our foot soaking ceremony to honor and give gratitude to the ancestors. So family, just look out for the emails. You can check on the websites to get a preview of some of the supplies you may or may not need. And I will kick it over to Ms. Patolo once I'm finished with this announcement. She can give you a little bit more details on that. So ready, matriarchs, we're going to be doing the thing this Friday with our foot soaking ceremony. On our alternate Fridays, we have Brother to Brother at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, hosted by Brother Osiris himself. This is a men's only event where we have a brotherhood, a sacred brotherhood that we're building for the men, that they can talk about whatever is maybe on their mind, whatever woes, and how they can come together as men to uplift the matriarchs and themselves at the same time. On Saturdays, family, we have our Wisdom from the Front Porch at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, hosted by our Mother Majestic Peacock. Trust me, family, these Saturday, Wisdom from the Front Porch is a place to be because you're getting the wisdom from the elders, and we're showing love at the same time and standing at the feet of our elders to soak in those gems that they so dearly and graciously give us. On Sundays, family, we have our 12 Steps to Personal Sovereignty at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and our after party hosted by Sister Adriana, myself, and Violet Hawk at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 11:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Family, if the 12 Steps to Personal Sovereignty does run over onto the time of the after party, we usually cancel the after party. So that's just a tidbit. Make sure that you're tuning into the website. It's available for you on your screen. Scan the QR codes. The website is updated on a daily basis. If you have any questions, trust me, that bot that's on there, chatbot will definitely answer those questions, family, and we will get to you if you do leave a message for us if you would like to speak to a human. But please make sure that you're being very specific about your questions so that we can delegate the answers properly. And if I'm not missing anything besides the Black Dot store, you can still preview the Black Dot store. You still have time to get your coins together so that we can circulate for the next 7 generations, family. You want to make sure that you're tuning in and keeping that Shilagi Cherokee Nation Station website in your bookmarks and pinning it because, again, November, it's a whole new ball game and we're rolling out a whole new event schedule for the family. So there's something for everybody. Tune in. Love and light, blissful reappearances, and make sure, family, bring the children forth. The children are utmost important to us, to make sure they're sitting right next to you because we love to circulate that beautiful love energy with them so we can get them prepared for this beautiful golden age. Love and light.
Love and light. Thank you, Sister Christina, for sharing the information that we have on a daily basis, family. And as she said, please plug into the website where everything is up to date on a consistent basis. So thanks again, Sister Christina, for sharing all the events. And also in November, new events are coming down the pipeline, family. All right. So thanks again, Sister Christina. Next, we're going to go ahead and pivot, and I want to go ahead and bring forward my dear sister, Miss Patolo, who's going to be sharing with us the foot washing ceremonies be taking place for the matriarch. And with that said, my dear sister, Miss Patolo, the mic is yours, and I'll stop my share.
Greetings, everyone. Thank you, Bendy Bamboo and Christina. And to Christina and Sister Bridget, thank y'all for doing such a beautiful job on such a short notice with putting the information on the website. It looks beautiful. I was very glad to see that. Lifted my spirits. Although they weren't down, it just added to it. All right, everyone. Greetings, greetings, greetings from the desk of the clan mothers. Love and light, everyone. So this Friday, October the 31st, while some people will be out tricking and treating, we'll be out sitting and getting our feet soaked. We'll be getting our feet wet, and we'll be moisturizing our feet. The soul is where we're going to. We want to bring up the ancestors from the galaxies, the universe, and from the earth and from the ground below. We want to make sure all of them know that we are grateful and thankful in this time as the planet is changing. New world order has begun. And in this Scorpio season, we are transforming. We're leaving. We done put to death everything that tried to take us down. We done, Big Mama done gave it rebirth. So now, as we all join together, the women on the land, to bring our mitochondria, to ignite it, as we give thanks and gratitude that the head heard and is able to trickle down so that all can be well. We give thanks to our ancestors for that, because it is them who are inside of us. We are our ancestors. So they probably went through some same stuff last time they was here, or we went through the same stuff last time we was here. But this time is the right time, and we got it right. So we're going to give thanks. And I yield it back to you, Bendy back. Oh, wait, the ladies. Everything that you need, you should have at home. Basin, a foot massage, a tub, herbs, salt, a candle, a glass of water, a towel to dry your feet off, lotion for your feet or oil. You know, I don't have to tell y'all ladies that. Y'all know how to make your feet feel good. And if you don't do it, send your mate or your partner or your children or DoorDash it and get you something smells sweet for your feet. Make sure you got some salt, because we going to need it. And I just want to say that this is going to be a Halloween we haven't experienced before, but it will go down in the ethers as a record in time that we are on time, right on time. All right, I yield. That's enough talking. Love and light, everyone.
Love and light, love and light. I
Love and
love it.
light.
Looking forward to y'all having a fantastic time. I tell you what, get something sweet for your feet. That's going to be the treat on Friday night for the matriarchs and for the universe family. So super excited for the matriarch all together. So thanks again, sister, my big sis, Miss Patola Bay, for breaking down and sharing information for Friday. All right, fam, we're going to move on next over to my big brother, known as Patan, who's going to be sharing with us the language of letting go. And with that said, Patan, the mic is yours, my dear brother.
All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Y'all. Greetings, greetings, greetings. I'm not going to be long, because on this day, we're going to deal with acceptance. Yes, acceptance. A magical portion is available to us today, and that portion is called acceptance. We are asked to accept many things, ourselves as we are, our feelings, needs, desires, choices, and current status of being. Other people as they are, the status of our relationship with them, problems, blessings, financial statuses, where we live, our work, our task, our level of performance at these tasks. Resistance will not move us forward. nor will it eliminate the undesirable. But even our resistance may need to be accepted. Even resistance yields to and is changed by acceptance. Acceptance is the magic that makes change possible. It is not forever, it is for the present moment. Acceptance is the magic that makes our present circumstances good. It brings peace and contentment and open the door to growth, change, and moving forward. It shines the light of positive energy on all that we have and are. Within the framework of acceptance, we figure out what we need to do and take care of ourselves. Acceptance empower the positive and tells God we have surrendered to the plan. We have mastered today's lesson and are ready to move on. So today, I will, we will, you will. We will accept, we will relinquish our needs to be in resistance to ourselves and our environment. We will surrender. We will cultivate contentment and gratitude. I will, we will, you will move forward in joy by accepting where I am, you are, we are today. After all, this is the first day of the rest of your life. Rejoice and be happy in it. Ashe, 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 Ashe. I yield.
Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Thank you, big brother
Ashe,
Patah.
Ashe,
Ashe.
Yes,
Ashe,
yes.
Ashe, Ashe. How I do do?
Ashe,
Ashe.
Awadida,
Ashe.
Ashe.
Awadudu.
Thanks again, Brother Patah. For those who are not aware, who may be brand new, this is the book that Brother Patah's been reading from. Hopefully y'all can see it. I'm trying to put it in focus. There you go. Thank you, Brother Patah. It's The Language of Letting Go by Melly Beatty. And you can actually get this book on Amazon or any other periodical location you can find online. And it gives you readings every day of the year within the calendar that we read from. And it's stuff we utilize on every Sunday as well as every Wednesday live with everyone. But you can read it every day of the week to put you to a meditative state as you continue on your journey within the 12 steps of personal sovereignty. So thanks again, Brother Patah, for sharing that information. And Sister Christina put it into the chat for those who are not aware of as well. So thanks, Sister Christina. So next, family, we're going to go over and we're going to go to the Serenity meditation, and I'll be sharing that information with everyone tonight. Let me share my screen again. All right. So we have two versions of Serenity meditation. I'll be reading the first one's going to be the Serenity Prayer Original, and it goes as follows. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And the second version is our remix, and it goes as follows. It says, I am the serenity, accepting the unchangeable. I am the courage, changing the changeable. I am the wisdom, knowing the difference. And this remix was designed and put together through the spirit of our dear sister, Lady Dance's son, who came up with the idea of understanding that once we get into our true God seat and know that the God inside of us, we recognize the I am inside of us. And I would thank her for putting together this phenomenal Serenity Prayer remix. And again, by Lady Dance's son. So thank you, everyone. And lastly, what we're going to do, we're going to go on over to the Gifts of Love, where my dear sister, Monica Sky, will be sharing with us ways in which you can give to the nation with your gifts of love. With that said, my dear sister Monica, the mic is yours.
Thank you. Love and Light family, gifts of love, give from the heart. Your support sustains the nation. You may make your love donations at Cash App. That is $Cherokee Foundation 11, $Cherokee Foundation 11. Then Venmo, that's ampersand Empress 111111, ampersand Empress 111111. Then you may visit the website to make a PayPal donation. And you may send money orders via mail to Cherokee Nation State at 4009 Corning Place, Suite E2-388. That is in Charlotte, North Carolina, 28216. We are still accepting donations on behalf of Brother Bobby Hemmett. He has a Zelle number 2022563686. 2022563686. And at the far right, there is the QR code where you may go to the website and visit and look around and make your donations there. I'll send it back to you, Brother Bamboo.
Thank you, Sister Monica, for sharing the gifts of love, the coming to the nation. As she said before, it helps to support the nation. But also keep in mind, family, that majority of the donations that come in helps to support all the graduations that take place for all the different classes, going back to class of 2022, 23, 24, 25, and a new class here, 2026. Those donations help to support the venue, the food, and everything that takes place. And if you haven't been a part of an event that our dear Empress has put on, it's nothing but top flight, A1 across the board. Everything is done on a high level of character and standards, and we have a great time. So we actually come in here to come in to get into our God seat, but we learn to have fun along the way in every way. So we come together as a family to celebrate our graduation, going through the 12 steps, and also the donations as we go into the month of November. For those who donate $30 or more within a particular month, we take your name and we put onto the wheel. It's called the Wheel of Fortune, basically. And based upon the amount of gifts that come into the nation, and just say $10,000 comes in, 10% is going to go back into the kitty, and we're going to put those names on the wheel and spin the wheel. And whoever name is selected by the universe, that 10% is going to go back to them in real time. And our dear Empress will send it to you on a live call, like we have right now, right to your Cash App. And she'll ask you, have you received it? So we just don't talk about it. It's all about recirculating that energy back into the family for those who donate $30 or more. So keep an eye on that. And we do track all the donations that come in on a consistent basis and let you know we have received it. And we thank you all for all those generous love offers that come into the nation. So that's it, family. We want to thank you all for standing by and going through the announcements. Hey, we did it under 30 minutes. I love that. So next, let me see, is our dear Empress on the line?
Yes, I am.
All right. So we're going to do the proper introduction, fam. So tonight we're here to check in with our dear Empress as we continue on our journey with the 12 steps and leading into the 12 traditions. And with that said, I want everyone to go ahead and open up your mics, share some love. Welcome to the platform, as we always do. Our dear Empress, her Royal Highness herself.
Love and light.
Big
Love
Mama
and
Love
Nice.
light.
and light, everyone.
Love
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 and
and
you.
light. Love
Light.
and light.
Mama,
Night.
mama,
Love
mama.
and
light.
light.
Good night.
Love
Good
and
night.
light.
Night.
Doo-doo.
Love and light.
Thank you.
Our
Good
good
night.
night,
Love and
mother.
light, drop. Peace and love, Big Mama.
Love and light, everybody. Ooh, well, we got a full house tonight. I want to thank everybody for showing up for yourselves tonight. First of all, I want to say that I want to honor the God in myself. As you honor the God in yourself, I honor the God in you too, because we are gods, particularly as women. And it's something to celebrate. I got and I want to acknowledge my YouTubers. Love and light to you. I'm gonna cut my YouTube on so that I can grace you all with my presence. So give me a second here. I would be joining them. Are we live tonight?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, we're live.
All right. Well, I don't see myself, so let's see. It'll be all right. They know I'm loving on you. I don't see where you are on my YouTube. So I'm going to there we go. I see it. I'm not gonna actually cut it on, but I'm just gonna just watch the line feed, the chat. So I want to acknowledge you all and glad you're here. Any way that you could be here, you found your way here, so you must need to be here. And I trust that tonight I will be I will say something that will trigger your your divinity. Because I'm not going to speak, and I'm going to probably say this as a disclaimer. I'm unapologetic for anything that I do for you. Because I'm about giving you back you, and you taking hold of your God seat and taking control of your spiritual life, your spiritual walk, your journey, your existence that have manifest on this realm for you to uh enjoy your journey. It never was supposed to start out and be what it was for all of us at this point that we're at the golden age and the age of Aquarius is about water and currency. But the main important thing is to know what that represents, particularly for the women. And understanding that this is the age where they not going to be able to hide the truth about anything anymore, because the age of Aquarius is the unveiling of everything, and all those who don't want it to happen, well, tough cookie, because it's here and it's inside of me, so hard, so present in a moment, that we have to savor this moment and catch a hold of the wave of truth to take us and usher us on somewhere else. Because I'd rather be somewhere else than where I've been before I got to this point right here, because we all took a butt whooping. So I want to acknowledge my children, my babies, up front. So where are my babies at? Come on, put them up, put them up, put them up, put them up, put them up front for me. Let the mamas or daddies or grandmothers or whoever bought the children raise your hand if you got the babies, because I know they got to go to bed. So I want to make sure that you put them in my camera so that I could acknowledge them, because I'm here for them. And I'm here to get those of us who are willing to help me secure these 7 generations of children. We already got 2, we got 5 that's got to come on this planet and change the land. I didn't say change the world, because the world is where we've been. And that's a harsh place. And we don't want our children going into the world anymore. They are earth keepers. And so, having to be earth keepers, they have come here. They already come here with what they need to come here to do whatever it is they came here to do. They don't need our mess that we try, what we're cleaning up in our own lives. And all we have to do is just get around them and feel their energy and feel their presence. They don't really need our presence because they already got what it is that we think we gonna give them. So children, love and light to you. That Big Mama is saying that she love you and she adore you. And that if I could touch you with my own hands, I would just squeeze you and just hold you tight. You know, I don't know about you, but I used to squirm when them grown-ups grabbed me and pinched my jaws and kiss all over me, and I just, you know. But if you allow me the opportunity to tell you I love you today, that L.Y. doo-doo is always in effect when it comes to Big Mama and all of you. And don't worry, because I'm going to make sure that no one captures your imagination, that you keep your creation, and that mommy and daddy take you outside and let you play in the dirt and get your little feet dirty, get your clothes dirty, because that's part of your activation. So I want you to know that Big Mama love you, and I'm here and I'm rooting for you, and I'm standing in the gap for you. And I L.Y. doo-doo. So unmute your mics and let's say L.Y. doo-doo together. Big Mama, you ready? Let's go.
L.Y.
I
Do
do.
do.
What did you? And what did you?
Yeah, why do do?
How I do?
L.Y. doo-doo.
What did you?
L.Y. doo-doo, baby.
What did you?
Okay.
What did you?
Now, I didn't hear Big Mama name nowhere. So let's try that one again.
Okay.
Say
L-Y
L.Y.
do
doo-doo,
do.
Big Mama.
Big Mama.
Pizza Mama.
Big Mama.
I do Big Mama. I want you to Big Mama.
L.Y. doo-doo, sweetheart. That just does my heart. The
Are you
vibratory
gonna
frequency
smile?
that comes from their mouths is a healing for me. I don't know what it do for you all, but I tell you, it does something to me every time I hear their voices. And I would rather hear their voices than grown-ups a lot of times. So you keep speaking to Big Mama and keep motivating me to come on this platform to do what I do best, is to serve you. Okay? Love and light to you.
Love and light.
Love and light.
Love and light.
Love and light.
Ooh, you was heavy.
So, mommies, if you need to put your babies to rest, to recharge, then I will give you a few minutes to do so, and I'll, you know, at least give you the courtesy, if you need to put your babies to bed, put them to recharge, that I will wait for you to return. And I'll give you, if you need about 2 or 3 minutes just to put them in the bed and make sure they're all tucked in and kiss them, then please, by all means, do that. Because in the meantime, I want to, because I know this ain't none of the mothers, but I want to talk to and speak tonight. And it was the meditation batar. That'll give them time to put the babies to bed, if you would read the day's meditation again for us.
Just you tap and then you should see all the lines on them.
So, Patel, would you
push them
read
up. Mine.
Yes, I will.
Okay, thank you. And could you spotlight Patel for me, please?
Today's meditation, acceptance. A magical portion is available to us today. And this portion is called acceptance. We are asked to accept many things, ourselves as we are, our feelings, needs, desires, choices, and current status of being. Other people as they are, the status of our relationship with them, problems, blessings, financial status, where we live, our work, our tasks, our level of performance at these tasks. Resistance will not move us forward, nor will it eliminate the undesirable. But even our resistance may need to be accepted. Even resistance yield to and is changed by acceptance. Acceptance is the magic that makes change possible. It is not forever, it is for the present moment. Acceptance is the magic that makes our present circumstances good. It brings peace and contentment and opens the door to growth, change, and moving forward. It shines the light of positive energy on all that we have and are. Within the framework of acceptance, we figure out what we need to do to take care of ourselves. Acceptance empowers the positive and tells God we have surrendered to the plan. We have mastered today's lesson and are ready to move on. So today, I will, you will, we will accept. I will, you will, we will relinquish our need to be in resistance to ourselves and our environment. I will, you will, we will surrender. I will, you will, we will cultivate contentment and gratitude. I will, you will, we will move forward in joy by accepting where I, you, we, us are today. Ashe, 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 ashe.
Thank you very much.
Much obliged.
It's in right alignment with what I'm doing tonight. And because I need to cover some things that's been disturbing me. Things come up and things are brought to my attention. And when things are brought to my attention, I tend to address them in a diplomat way, and best to serve everyone as a whole. They say it's good to be a peacekeeper. Not good, it's great. It's extraordinary if you have the gift to see a thing and be part and bring a solution than to make it worse. And just messy. Because I'm going to preach tonight. If it's such a thing, is that what my. See, I'm a woman of the cloth. And I get my. And I only just because I want to let you know my my divinity is in session at all times. And I don't know, my just kind of put that around me for a minute. And Miss Pinedge, she's in the waiting room. Let her in and pin her up to me, please. See, things come up. To me, and okay, let Miss Peanut is it Pine Angie Jackson? I
Yes,
need
ma'am.
somebody to let her in here.
She's just
And
got in. She's coming in.
okay, and pin her up
Yes, ma'am.
because this lady touched my very soul today. And let Naila in and pin Naila up because we're gonna talk about this first step, and we're gonna talk about the first tradition because this is the last week that will be on step one and tradition one. Because next week on Sunday, we're going to step two and tradition two. And we did get our calendar together finally. And so if Bridget is here tonight, and if she's not, then Valid Hawk, before we close tonight, I would like for you, somebody, to unveil the schedule for the class of 2026, so that they can start marking their calendars and getting settled in the class schedule, and that you all who got homework that needs to be turned in, you know that your homework is due at the end of the month, and by the first of the month, it should be in. So if you are and have not turned in your homework, let me know or let somebody know when you're going to get it turned in, because we don't want you falling behind and then you get overwhelmed and then you can't, get things straightened out. Miss Penich, can you pronounce your name for me, please? You have to unmute yourself for me. I need you to, there you go. It went back on mute. Hit it again. That's okay. Just hit it again. Okay, now your volume need to be turned up. Okay, you got my number. I gave you my number today. Call me on my phone so that you can be able to, I can hear you speak. And while she's doing that, and you YouTubers, just be patient with me because I need to hear her. And so I'm gonna have to use the phone that looking at the live feed on, okay? So you call my number. Naila, how are you this evening, darling? Cause see, I'm doing housework tonight, and I'm doing mama stuff in the house tonight. And because this right here is a foundational piece of things that need to be addressed in my speaking to you all tonight, that this has a lot to do, and acceptance have a lot to do with why I brought these two ladies up. Because one, there she is. There you are. Love and light to you. Okay. I just wanted to tell you I love you first. And you got through the assignment that I gave you today. I take it. Okay, but everything is unfolding like I said it would. Am I correct? All right. So I want to commend you for calling me today. Because she just lost her husband 2 days ago. And she called and she reached out as I was speaking to Frida about my phone and getting my phones transferred over to her phones and setting up some other stuff when Miss Jackson called in, and I answered the phone and I said, Frida, tell them hello, hi, and I'm gonna be quiet. And when she began to tell us, she thought she was only talking to Frida, so I was just in the background, but I was in the background very long when she said the reason why she was called. So I want to first to tell you, to give you my condolences, because I lost my late husband about 7 years ago. And after 30 years, almost being, well, we were together 25 years, and we would have celebrated our 25th wedding anniversary this past September. And our experience, strength, and hope is the catalyst of why we in recovery and wait for those who hadn't got here yet. And a lot of people come through here and they get selfish. And they don't want to come back and stand in the gap with their light on for those who ain't got here yet, like you. And I'm so grateful that I stay on ready at all times, because I've experienced a lot in my life, in my walk as the Empress, and in my own personal journeys, that I've experienced my own personal pains. And what I can tell you is it gets better. And then at days, it's going to be things that's going to trigger a memory, a smell, a drive-by, and remember that moment for whatever. I want you to recognize that it's okay. And you embrace one day at a time. And don't never let nobody tell you it's time for you to move on or whatever, because you'll never move on from it, because you loved him. Just like I loved him while he was here, and I still love him to the day, even though I'm with someone else. he honors him as well. So I have someone in my life that understands it. And you have my number and you have my support. I don't know where you live at. What city do you live in? You live in Las Vegas? Will you make sure that you keep me posted about the services or whatever you're going to do? And we're going to make sure that we send you love. And you got a family here that's going to cradle you and rock with you and be with you. And thank goodness you here at this time, because now you got all these people that love you. And we're going to help you through this and help you walk hand in hand while you do what you need to do, okay? It's okay. It's all right. We're going to love you like family. Sister Valor Hawk, if you would, uh, please get ready to speak over both her and Naila. Because now I want to speak to Naila, and I'm going to hang up the phone, Miss Jackson, and let you be with your tears and feel whatever it is that you need to feel. You in a safe place, okay? All right. Naila, if you could unmute your mic for me, please.
Blissful night,
Love and
everyone.
light. Now, I'll go and get the one. I'll leave the 99 and I'm gonna go get that one and bring her or him back into the fold. And I want Naila to be put on as moderator on my shift on Sundays and Wednesdays nights. She is to be added as a moderator on my platform. When I'm on here, she need to be on here as a moderator, and I need her to be added as of right now.
She's on.
The next thing I need to happen for her is that we have modified the schedule, and I messed her up because I went through my 7 day and she bought the food, and somehow or another we did not inform her that she didn't need to cook on that Monday night, and she was not informed by myself or no one else because there was a spare of the moment. So I'm gonna let everybody and myself off the hook, but we have spoke, and Naila is going to do the first and the third Tuesday of each month to cook. So adjust the schedule, because we decided that we wasn't going to do Mondays. Everybody's going to be off except for me. I will be on the platform only doing the metaphysical Bible study. So so we combine the health and wellness So that meant that she'll be coming and doing it and rotating with the health and wellness. And her spot is on the first and third Tuesday of each month. So please adjust the schedule. Naila, you said that when you try to come in, you need to get in so you can get everything set up. So on your first and third Tuesday of each month, uh, they need to give you, I need Bridget, if someone give her the password to get into Zoom. And tonight, at the or some point, somebody, well, when you, I need you to sign in tonight. When we get off, Naila, I need you to stay because I need you to sign in so I can verify that it's okay on my email. Because if a new device signs in, it's gonna ding me to ask me, is it okay to do that? So we're gonna take care of that tonight so that you won't have any issues on any of your devices. We're gonna make sure that we take care of that for you tonight too, okay? We are,
Yes.
okay. And we're gonna do some, she ain't gonna just be doing cooking, she gonna be doing a whole lot of other little stuff. So she don't have to always feel like, I didn't know she was thinking she had to cook all the gourmet food and all. I said, girl, you better go in that kitchen, whatever you cook your children, that's what you gonna cook for everybody. And so you can kill two birds with one stone. And cause Big Mama don't want you to leave and feel like you're not loved. And I love you. And I'm coming to Canada. I told you I'm coming when it get warm again, because it's probably cold over there now, girl. But I'm coming to your house. When I tell you I'm coming to your house, I'm coming. There's some folks on here will tell you I will. If I tell you I'm coming, I'm coming. And I'm coming to stay at your house for a couple of days and hang out with you, because I tell you, I'm gonna feel that love. I already feel it now. I might not want to leave, but I want to have a good time. We gonna have a good time because you're my daughter and I love you. I love you just like the rest of my other daughters. And I don't want you to leave, because whatever is what was wrong, Big Mama just fixed it for you. And you're gonna be all right, because we're gonna have a great time, you being in that kitchen, all right?
I love you too, Mama. And I love you, Miss Patolo. I seen that.
And that
No,
and they are back.
no.
And so your team is back. And so Tracy is back, Frida is back, and Miss Patolo is back, as y'all can see. I ain't playing. We not gonna lose folks over some misunderstanding, some miscommunication, or whatever the case may be. We're not gonna lose people when we don't have to. And I certainly don't want to lose Naila or nobody, and at any cost that I can do and accommodate someone to keep them here, I'm gonna do that, because everybody matters here. There are no big eyes and little U's. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I ain't got no favorites, and I don't play that, because I know how that felt when I was a little child and folks didn't care about me and they had little favorites, and I couldn't be enough or do enough to be nobody's freaking favorite. So I use my imagination and I pretend that folks loved and cared about me. because people tell me that, but they actions don't match what they say. And I pride myself to make sure that I show love. When I say I love and light, I mean my light is shining and my love is never ending. That is infinite and it's vast. And I got enough for everybody. And I trust that it'll return back to me tenfold, because I sure give it 100. But if you can give me 10 back, I'm happy. All right. So don't hesitate. And I'm not just talking about you two ladies, because I talked to you personally. Y'all got my phone number personally, and you have access to me. And I wish that I trust that I could give everybody my phone number so that they could call me, but I can't do that. And that's why I got, where's Frida? Is Frida on here?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Okay, bring Frida to the front, because I want y'all to see something and know this. Where's she at? There she is. Okay. See this face right here? This lovely woman, in my absence, is the second best there is to speak with. When I say that, I'm not just saying it so I can just pawn y'all off over there, because I'm not going to put you nowhere where I wouldn't be. Because when I go into our house and I go and I stop by that front porch and it's full of love up in there, and that just make you feel all fuzzy, you know. She is that light that when I go, it's so pure, and her love and her essence and how she speaks and how she love not only on me because I'm just Empress, but she love on everybody because that's her nature. And so my daughter Frida will be taking over my calls again, and she'll be the first on extension 1, that if you ever need to speak to me, when you speak to her, then you speaking to me. And if it's something that she needs to address that she can't, she'll call me. And her and I'll talk about it. And if we need to make a phone call to you together, we will do that. But she takes all that off of me, because I can't do everything, because I'm only one woman, and I delegate stuff to my daughters for that to happen. And those folks that I have in place, they're great people, and they are representing the Empress at the highest level, because they won't be up here if they not right. Because I've set some family members down and some real close friends, very dear to me, and they came close to me, and I've had to set them down because they wasn't reflecting me, my essence, and doing things that I didn't agree upon. And I'm not going to argue with nobody about nothing, because I always do things quietly and in order, in divine order. So when I spank you and I sit you down, you will still stay, because I didn't do no harm to you. I love you, but this is the way it's going to be, because I'm going to handle my business in the house. Because I'm not going to let nobody's behavior tear this house down. And as you see, I love my folks that you don't see on this platform, not because I throw them out, because I don't throw nobody out. but because they choose not to come back. And so I want to know, is it okay, Frida, that you continue to represent me when you're talking to the front line because you catch all the calls? And you always the first voice that folks hear when they hit my extension. And so I want that voice to always be there for anybody that calls that extension. Is that good for everybody? First of all, is that good for you, Feminine Divine Freedom?
Yes, ma'am. It is an honor. It is an honor and a pleasure to serve at this capacity. Yes, ma'am.
All right. And see, the house has been a lot better since they've been back. I don't know about y'all, but I can feel their presence and stuff is plugged in now. Because Christine and Bridget, they've stretched thin because of y'all not being here. Your presence was missed by me. And I don't know if that night y'all remember me crying some profusely. And when my sister kind of, with that mouth, with those children, just made it worse for me. I just cried even more. Because I don't use such language. Every now and then I might slip my tongue, but some of that stuff that ain't part of my language. It's just not. Never have been. I don't use there's something about them that cut through my spirit. And it should, everybody's that who uses it. It should be not something a part of your mouth. But I was hurting that night. And I was crying because I felt hurt. Because after all, y'all have circulated a lot of time with me. So I want to say to you and Ela, Miss Jackson, and all those folks who have been affected, Frida and Tracy, I can't say it enough. And Miss Patolo with your bad self. Oh, girl.
I got her from my mama.
Y'all make me complete along with everybody else. And when you're not here, we feel it. You bad to the bone. All you all are. Christina, Ballad Hawk, Turtle Dove, Gwen, Lady Dancing Sun, Crooked, and who else is part of the administration? Because I don't want to leave nobody out. Not even my sister, even though she doing wherever she is, and if she here and she can hear my voice, I love you too.
God and
Because
Blackbird.
I can accept people for where and who they are. And all I ask is for my sister and everybody else to accept me as I am. Because I'm not going to try to change nobody, and I don't want nobody to try to change me, because I love me and I like me. I like who I am. I like my personality. I might not always speak correctly, pronounce a word correctly, but who gives a flying thickly flack about that? Because I love hard, and my intentions is always greatness. And I was raised in the country in the South. So I got an accent. Yeah, I'm DC. I'm deep country. But I'm deep love too. And I know love and I know Careza. Because I will cut you. You don't do your homework. All right? So now we got the house straightened out. And Naila and Miss Jackson, it's all right. All right? You're on the train. Come on and ride with me. All right? All right. Thank you. All right. Now, let's get to today's meditation and recap on and I'm gonna keep you up front with me, Miss Jackson. Okay. That way I can keep my eye on you. Okay. We admitted that we are powerless over people, places, things, and situations. And when we try to control them, I'm gonna turn this way. When we try to control them, our lives have become unmanageable. And the principles behind step one is that surrender, honesty, and acceptance. And that's why I had Patada to read the meditation again, because acceptance is part of step one that I incorporated in step one, because we're on a series on a 30-day, which we started yesterday, day before yesterday, a campaign for people to get rid of their unforgiveness. Yeah, I'm gonna pass the basket tonight too. Every time I'm on the platform, I'm gonna pass the basket. Put it in here. Surrender it. Put it in the trash can right now. Surrender the people, places, and things and situations. Give it up right now. Because we're getting ready to go to step two, and we need to pass the basket so that you'll be anchored in your step one, and you're going to surrender all of it, because that's one of the principles. And I'm pass the basket down, and y'all pass it like we in the church. And most of the time when you're passing the basket in church, they want you to put some money in there, right? What my church is, I'm passing the basket so you can put all your pain and your suffering and all the things that are weighing you down, that's caused your life to become unmanageable. I need you now to give it to me so I can dispose of it. And when Carlos come home, he's gonna dispose of it. Okay? Is my sweetie on here tonight? Bending Bamboo?
Yes, ma'am. He's on.
He's here.
Can you bring him up front for me, please?
Peace.
Hi,
How you doing?
I'm doing well. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Okay. Will you be able, when you get home, will you be able to uh take the trash out what I
Always.
collect tonight?
Always.
Okay. So we got somebody that's gonna take the trash out after y'all put all of it in here, and he's gonna take the trash out in the AM and get rid of it. Okay? Because you can't move on, because step one is the only step that you have to work 100% every day perfectly. Because when you don't work step one and get it anchored into your life, you're not going to be able to move forward with anything else with the rest of the steps, because you got to do step one, and they're in order for a reason. So most of us, this word surrender have always came to us in the form of losing, right? But that's not happening in the spiritual manifestation in your life in this realm here. In the world, yes, they said that when you surrender, the other person win or the other team win or whatever. But I want you to think about surrendering in a different light tonight. And the light that I want you to look at surrender is surrender to win. And you're like, well, Empress, what you talking about? What surrender to win? I've never heard it quite like that. I know, because you've been wired wrong. I want you to think about the cowboys and Indians for a minute, because that's when I first saw white flags. Back when I was a little girl, I used to watch The Lone Ranger. Y'all remember The Lone Ranger? I'm telling my age now. Although I'm not ashamed to tell you, I'm knocking on the door at 60 years old, and I figure I look pretty good from where I've been for being almost 60 years old. And still can wear a bikini if I choose to, but I don't. Because some folks might get a little mad. I like to pride myself because all I've been through and all I took myself through in this life. But in the Lone Ranger, you had the cowboys and the Indians, and they were fighting. And you would see the red flag be waved for the person to say, okay, I give up. And you would think that that person lost, but they actually won, because they had enough sense to realize that they was getting their hind end, they was losing a whole lot of their people in the fight, and it was wise to surrender to win. You get to live another day, and you can walk away with your life. And that's winning to me. If you surrender these things, your load can become light in nature, right? And why do you want to hold on to dead weight? Why do you want to struggle with something that really ain't worth holding on to? And then once you surrender, you got to then start to look at being honest with yourself about these things right here, the people and places and the things and situations in your life that you gave up because you started looking around at it and you had to see it for what it is. You have to see things from the spiritual eye because your naked eye and your brains is not going to fit in this right here because it's wired wrong. And that's why you have to get rid of the debris of the illusion that you can control any of this part of your life that's around your life. And most of us don't know how to be honest with ourselves because when you lie to other folks, you're not doing anything but harming yourself when you lie to other people about yourself or any situation that is facing you or things in your life that's gotten raggedy and all the hurt and pain that maybe these things have may caused you or that you caused on your own self. And because you may not have been totally honest in your life because you done lied to yourself so much that that you become and believe the dadgum lie. And the lies become part of your life for so long that you forgot it's a lie, that it became your reality. That's the power of choices that we make. And so when we make choices in our lives, we better be willing to live with the consequences of them. And when you now get to the end of the road of acceptance, and a lot of times we struggle with accepting a situation, a person, or people, or places, or things as they are. And we start trying to control it and change it to our narrative the way we want to see it. And that means manipulation and trying to control folks and the situation so that we can have what we want out of it. And by any means necessary. And when we don't do these things right here, these three things in step one, it hinders us from the fruit of the spirit in which these words can bring a substance in your life, spiritual substance. And these words I probably will eventually integrate a lot of the spiritual words of the fruits of the spirit behind these steps and the traditions in the metaphysical Bible study because they go hand in hand. Because we're dealing with cleaning up our houses and getting rid of things that no longer serve us is step one. And step one is the broom. You got to pick up the broom. And you need to start to clean your house and sweep your floors, dust, and start taking out things that are no longer that look Good. You need new furniture in the house. And you need a new outlook from inside out. And your change have to have a strong foundation. And the foundation is to understand step one and understand that you have an obligation to start your life all over again. You have an opportunity to do that now. And are you going to start out your life the same way that you might have started out prior before coming into this realm to learn and work on yourself? Because it ain't about the spouse, the children, the butthole on your job, the man or the woman that cut you off in the traffic. Because it's all about how we respond to life now. And how you respond to life before you got here, it won't work here. Because you have to find a new way to live. It's a new day. And so all that is old cannot work in the age of Aquarius. Because now we're in the know, and we should now begin to move beyond and know better and know how to live our lives in a way that reflects our God self. You, like everybody else and myself, although I've been on this road for, almost 30 years and a couple of months. I got so I don't matter anymore because all I have is today. And every day that I wake up, I have to have a daily reprieve and I have to work this step. If I don't work any other step perfectly, I definitely have to work step one. A 100%. Because if you work step one 100%, then everything else is non-existent, really, to tell you the truth. All it is. If you do this, then your life is going to be a whole lot lighter and better because the fruits of the spirit of this step is surrender and honesty and acceptance. And when we don't exercise the fruit of the spirit of these words, then the second part of that first step is going to be very apparent. And the second part of step one is that your life is going to go back to the way it was, being unmanageable and out of control. And then all rest of the stuff is going to come tumbling back down on you. And I'm going to tell you something, y'all. Once you get a taste of what this feels like and you relapse, because relapse ain't always about associated with drugs and alcohol or sexual addictions or whatever addictions that you may have. But it really is about the fact that you relapse spiritually. And you start back that stinking thinking and going back to your old ways because you didn't work step one. And the step one is a spiritual maintenance in your life that controls the narrative of your spiritual life or non-existence of spirit being present in your life. And if you up in here playing, then you only playing yourself because you ain't playing me because I'm working my steps. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, and I'm giving them to you, and you can take it and do it too, or you don't. It's your choice. And yes, you graduate and you know you ain't did your work and I give you a certificate. Certificate is just a marking and a participation, but it don't free you, baby. And hanging around recovery and coming on this platform and hanging out and seeing who you can see and trying to network and do all that worldly stuff, and you come up in here doing stuff and hooking up with folks and inboxing people and doing all the stuff instead of working on yourself. An opportunity, because I don't know of nobody else that's doing what I'm doing except for the 12-step programs that are all over the world. And so you got family all over the world, and all you got to do is say, I'm a friend of Bill W's, or I'm a friend of Jimmy K. And all that you have to say, and guess who all is going to know that you part of the 12-step program? Because they were the founders. Or at least they found it over in Kemet. And Bill W. went over in Egypt, which is Egypt is here. And I think Georgia is Tennessee, is Egypt. And went to the school and found out about these 12 steps. And he took them and hid the 12 steps in the Alcoholics Anonymous. And Alcoholics Anonymous been here, the first 12-step program. And from that 12-step program, other 12-step programs evolved from that. And there are many. They got Sex Anonymous, they got Shoppers Anonymous, they got Smokers Anonymous, they got Marijuana Anonymous. They got all kind of anonymous. Klepto, people who like to steal, they got anonymous for that. Because these steps work. It's magic in these steps. If you apply them, it's magic in the steps, and it will clean up your house. And it'll keep you in divine order. The 12 traditions will keep you in divine order with your sisters and your brothers and those that are around you. They only work if you apply. And they're not going to work if you just hanging around and you just writing stuff down, looking all important and highlighting stuff and get a little book. That ain't going to, it's all right to write, but you better be living it. Did you hear me? That you got to live it. It's a way of life. It's a change that will happen in your life from a spiritual aspect of one's divinity. It will give you back your God seat. You will discover your God in this 12 steps to sovereignty. I will give it back to you. I will show you God in you in the next step. Next Sunday, for those who are new, because I used to wait to the third step. But I said, no, because if you giving up something, I better hurry up and put something in its place that's going to sustain you for the rest of this journey. So the great reveal of where God is, and I will present to others that on next Sunday. But first things first, we got to clear up the spirit seat, the God seat, with replacing these things that are not of the spirit in your life. You got to clean it up and replace, because once you clean up something and throw things out, You're going to be empty. Because this is what you've been familiar with. This is all you know that you're throwing away, that you're being brave enough to let it go, but you don't know what's going to take its place, but you'll be willing to give this up to find out what it is. And what it is that the fruit of the Spirit is going to be restored. And your divinity and your God seat will now be occupied. And that your God seat is going to take you and drive you instead of your flesh and your physical and your material world and your mental world and your financial world has been driving the seat that your God should have been driving all along, because the God seat drive it all. And it has a better ride and it's smoother. If you can relate to what I'm saying. And sometimes it's hard for us to admit something. Like when we wrong. It take more energy to hold on to your wrong than you to let and admit something and all of it just drop off of you. And it's a light feeling. When you can admit when you wrong, you rest right. And when you clean up your act spiritually and not be playing with yourself. Don't play with God. As they say, God is a jealous God. Thou shalt not have no other God before me. And my God is a jealous God, because a jealous God is saying that why would you have to have anything besides me? Because I am you and you are me. And we are one and the same. Y'all better drop the mic on that one. You can open up your mics.
Boom.
Ashe,
Mama.
Gratitude.
Right on.
So when you can admit honestly about something that is your freedom from bondage.
Ashe.
And when you are free from bondage, when you can admit your wrongs or admit that your life is a mess, and admit that you have been out of your God seat, and admit that you have not done it right, then that's when it happens for you. Life shows up, the spirit shows up and shows out. And when you become powerless over the people, places, and situations, then your power is restored. Shoot. Go on and undo that one now. God dog.
I know that's right.
Gratitude.
Oh, that's right. I'll say.
Peach, mama. Peach.
Ashe. I love you, mama.
Love and light.
The power of God is restored in your life. Now your lights are on. And now you're online. And the best is yet to come. You can give up the control because there is no need to control anything but you and what's going on in your life, in your household. Because after all, you got to keep your house in order. Don't be trying to be up in mine because your house need to be in order. And when you keeping your house in order, you ain't got time to be worried about mine. Because I ain't got time to be in nobody's business. And I don't be in nobody's business because I got enough of my own that I'm juggling. Keep me straight. I'm work. I'm my job. I work on me while you work on you. So when we see each other, we ain't in no bad way. Because I don't know about y'all, but I know when my house is clean and in order and you rest right, you recharge right. And if you have to go out, I always make sure that my kitchen is clean and my house is somewhat in an order in which if I don't return, I won't be embarrassed because I won't be returning. Because some folks have left their houses and intend to come back and they don't because something happens that take them from away from here and they won't be returning to the house. And one time something happened like that in my neighborhood. One of my neighbors on Mother's Day, her and the whole family went out and they was in a car accident and she didn't make it. When her husband was messed up, but the children were fighting for their life. And they came down and they got me and I went to the hospital. And two little boys. And they said, we came and got you because we know that if we came and got you, that they would make it because they were saying that they're not going to make it. And I went to the hospital and I had my oil and I spoke over the two little boys and they're grown now. They came out that hospital and everybody was looking for me. I was at home. But when I went to the house and I saw the condition of the house, and I said, she must have thought she was going to be coming back. And she didn't make it back. And we tried to clean the house up to try to make it look presentable. And so I have this thing about when I leave the house to try to make sure that things are in order. And I'm not just talking about my physical house, y'all. I'm talking about here. Make sure all this in the inside is good. Because you don't want to be no dressed up garbage can. Do you hear me? You can look all good on the outside, but you're just rotten with stuff that you should have got rid of. So I'm going to read you something about acceptance. Where my baby Christina at?
Right here, Mama.
Can you read this for me, please?
Yes. Acceptance. And acceptance is the answer to all my problems today. When I am disturbed, it is because I find some person, place, thing, or situation, some fact of my life unacceptable to me, and I can find no serenity until I accept that person, place, thing, or situation as being exactly the way it is supposed to be at this moment. Nothing, absolutely nothing happens in God's world by mistake until I could accept my enter problems there and could not
Yep.
stay whatever the problems are
I
unless
could not
I
stay serene.
serene. I could not stay serene unless I accept life completely on life terms. I cannot be happy. I need to be concrete,
No,
not so much.
concentrate.
I'm
I
sorry.
need to.
Let me go ahead and pull that up for me. I
Okay.
cannot be happy. I need to concentrate, not so much. Oh, where am I? Just lost my place. Apologies, Mama.
That's all right. I was trying to move it up. I thought you told me move it up. And acceptance is the answer to my problem. Start right there.
Where did I just go? Okay, I'll start all over again if you don't mind, Mama.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Acceptance. And acceptance is the answer to all my problems today. When I am disturbed, it is because I find some person, place, thing, or situation, some fact of my life unacceptable to me. And I can find no serenity until I accept that person, place, thing, or situation as being exactly the way it is supposed to be at this moment. Nothing, absolutely nothing happens in God's world by mistake. Until I can accept my situation, I could not be stable, stay stable, unless I accept my life completely on life terms. I cannot be happy. I need to concentrate not so much on what needs to be changed in the world as on what needs to be changed in me and in my attitudes.
Ashe. See, when you understand the power of acceptance and what that do to you in your spirit life, you can embrace in and everything around you as it's supposed to be that way right now in that moment. And it tells you that when you don't, you're not going to be happy unless you accept life on life terms. You ain't going to be happy. And you round around here taking everybody else's inventory instead of looking at your own self. It's telling you to stop concentrating on what needs to be changed in other people and places and situations, but what needs to be changed in me to make me better. Because me changing you or you changing for me is only temporary happiness. Because then I'm going to come back to you and I'm going to want you to do some more changing for me. And I tried to recently explain that to someone, that you act like you don't like me the way I am. You always saying something that you don't like what I'm doing and how I'm doing a thing, and can you not do that, or you don't need to be talking like that and telling that and this and that. Shut up. You ain't me. And because you not me, you worry about you and let me be me. And accept me because I accept everything about you. You're not perfect. I could say some things about you. But I don't. Because I choose the higher road. Because I know the power of acceptance. The power of it is to be free from judgment. That's what it does. It frees you from judging other people, taking their inventory, sizing them up, and finding fault in them. Take that log out of your own eye. Because I only got a little small little pen in mine. And you worried about my little pen, and you got that big log in your eyes. So that's the power of acceptance. And I have summed up your step one for the journey. You're going to have a strong foundation in step one and overstand it from the spiritual aspect of yourself, and look at all the words that there is in the step one. You got powerful, admit it, powerless, which will return back to you tenfold if you admit that you're powerless over these things. Then the power of God can be restored and bought online, and therefore being powerless over this will give you the power that is much more better and much more kryptonite. Surrender. Give it up. Get honest about it and accept it. And when you can accept this right here in your life, you are on a good start. But you better work it 100% every day, throughout your day. And when you go to bed at night and you sit down on the side of your bed and look over your day, you'll realize you ain't harmed nobody and not even yourself. And you've had a great day, and you can lay down with a peace of mind. But if you don't, and you didn't work it 100%, you better clean it up so that you can go and have a rechargeable night and do what you need to do. And yes, Cookie, we're talking about an ego. Put it down. Put the material, physical, financial world down, because this right here is what's cooking on the grill every day. It'll keep you out of trouble. It'll keep you out of spiritual trouble, and it'll keep you in spiritual harmony with yourself and the environment and everything on the outside and the inside of you. It'll take care of both. Now that we recapped on step one, we're going to recap on tradition one, which is our common welfare should come first. Personal recovery depends on our unity. And everything that's happened over the past 30 days in this nation is reflecting just that. That our common welfare should come first. And that's where you saw me demonstrate to Miss Jackson and Naila and Frida and Tracy and Miss Patolo and other situations that have arisen within this nation within the past 30 days, that I handled and restored the unity back to the nation, because there was a dark cloud over it. and not of my making, but bad choices because of not working step one, that it caused havoc in this nation, and I had to clean it up and admit my part in it. I didn't do the damage. But if I went back and did my inventory on this based on the chemistry, for lack of a better word, you know, when you have to work a problem out, a math problem, you the equation, you got to work it out. And so I had to do the math on this. And I had to do my inventory and see what part, if any, did I play in it, what could I have done differently, or what I should have done differently, and how I should have handled it myself. Now I'm talking to myself right now, because if I can stand before you and still do this after 30, almost 30 years of being in recovery, I don't get it right all the time, but 99.9% of the time I do. And that 1% is perfecting me. And that's this whole situation perfected me to another level on step one. And I've been on this journey almost 30 years. And step one is still prevalent in my life right now to today, because it's a part of my life, and it will always stay a part of my life. Because if I had looked away, and if I had not even dealt with it, and I just would have just not been honest with myself, and I didn't have the ability to be honest, this nation would have kept going down the toilet or walking sideways. And so I had to recognize the common welfare has to come first. It says our here. Just like in step one is we. Means you're not alone, babies. You're not alone. You will never be alone again with yourself if you put your God seat back to give it back to the God within you. You were never alone, because your God has been with you all along and all this time, waiting with open arms. And the good news is you ain't thinking about something outside of yourself no more, and still abomination to your spirit, that you recognize there's a God sitting inside you. And those who are new here, you will know where that God is on Sunday. So you don't want to miss it. And I extended the registration to the end of November to give people enough time before this mothership take off. Because once this mothership take off, you ain't gonna be the same, and we ain't gonna land back here. We landing somewhere else, and you gonna get off on another land somewhere, because you won't be back here where you are now. And we giving folks an opportunity to come on, get caught up. If they missed step one and they came, Johnny come lately, be like, oh, I just found out somebody told me. Well, I need y'all help your sisters and brothers that are coming in that, they need to know this. And I'm going to be back and forth 1 and 2 to the end of November, so that those who come in that have missed this part, that I can at least continue to speak about it so that they can get caught up. Because at the end of November, on November the 30th, wherever the last day is, Sunday, before we go to the next step, we shut it down because I'm not going back, because now we need to move forward and finish up the work. Because this is the foundation, and if they ain't here to get the foundation, it's not going to do them any good. So I'm giving people time enough to get in and get registered. And even if you've been in this class and you graduated and you want to do it again, you better sign that registration form again. Don't assume that just because you've been here before and you returning because you love me so much that you don't need to do that, because you do need to do that. Okay? Because we need to keep count. And right now, it looks like we're going to be over 300 people again. So we got a we in an hour. It's not no more I, self, and me, which is the isms. ISM is ism, means I, self, and me. None for that. Now this is a we program. Our common welfare should come first. Our personal recovery depends upon our unity with each other. And the unity and come together in God consciousness and with the fruit of the Spirit radiating throughout our mouths and our hearts and our essence. And the spiritual principle behind tradition one is unity. And a strong and unified fellowship is essential for everyone's recovery, serving for the greater good. I'm serving for the greater good. The administration of this nation is serving for the greater good for those who are coming in to get their lives together. And tradition one teaches us how to be unified in one spirit, one heart, one God consciousness, so that our common welfare will be intact. And as you see, when that ain't, you see what happens. Those of you all was here when all that went down, and how that put a cloud over the nation when we don't practice tradition one. Because you done messed up here first. And so it's going to spill all down off into everything else. If you don't do these two things simultaneously, they go together. And it's important to recognize that you must live among others, and how you do that is going to be dependent upon your spiritual condition and your maintenance of it. It's not going to work until you pick it up and apply it to your life. For the greater good. We serve for the greater good. We don't come up in here, you know, and most people come in for free, because a lot of people on disability, VA, elderly, disabled, people who are on Social Security, veterans, they all come here for free. I don't charge them nothing. And the little bit of money that I do get from everybody else goes to pay for your graduation and to pay for the Zoom and all the other little things that go on here. And that's only $300, and I don't know where you can go because everybody is charging 1,000 and up for stuff that don't even got nothing to do with your spiritual self. And I'm not gonna let nobody drag me back over there doing all kind of processes and folks coming up in here trying to get me off my beaten path. Cause I'm gonna stop you. Cause I don't want nothing to get in the way of you getting back your spirit and your divinity and getting in the right alignment with your God self. I don't want nothing to divert us from our primary purpose because that's one of the issue, one of the tradition that money and prestige divert us from our primary purpose. And politics and religion would be the downfall of this foundation, this spiritual foundation of this nation. I'm not going to let the world stuff start filtering into this nation. And so I saw it going in that direction in the last couple of weeks, and I'm addressing it tomorrow. Y'all need to be at Metaphysical Bible Study tomorrow. I'm advertising for everybody to be in Metaphysical Bible Study tomorrow. Be in Metaphysical Bible Study tomorrow. Now, we have summed up your first step and your first tradition. I trust that you have gotten anchored and settled down to get ready for the rest of your life to change and a lifestyle to change in your life for the better, because I'm going to take you on your journey. I'm going to take you on a journey. And by the time I birth you in 9 months, you're going to be a new creature, as they say, in your Christ and consciousness. And with that, I yield.
Hey.
Now, if anybody got any comments, any questions, this would be a great time because this is the conclusion of tonight's session to wrap up for step 1 and tradition 1, so that we're getting ready to go to step 2 and tradition 2 on Sunday. And before the mic is open, Bridget or Christine, Do you have the class of 2026 schedule available?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you pull it up and share your screen for us, please, so that we can go ahead and go over the schedule for the class of 2026?
Yes, ma'am.
And if Jimmy is on here, thank you, Jimmy. Thank you, Christina and Bridget for helping, and Mother Wright for helping me get the schedule together, because I normally have it together, and every class they'll tell you that I already have it on the first day, but it just took me a little bit longer this year to get it together, but we finally got it together. This is all the way up to November schedule, and we got it all every month done. So we're going to be entering into the month of November next, well, on Saturday. So on November the 2nd, we will enter into step 2 on Sunday. And those dates on step 2 is on the 2nd, the 9th, the 16th, and the 23rd. And then traditions on every Wednesday, which will be on the 5th, 12th, the 19th, and the 26th. And those of you all that have not turned in your homework again, as a reminder, please email your homework in. And it's due on October the 31st, which is Friday. And we had slides to go out with the homework, the questions on the slides that I gave you all. So there's no reason why you can't have your homework in. And if you can't, there are circumstances where people have not done their homework for whatever reason, but make sure you turn your homework in. Because I want to read it. And I do read them. So turn your homework in. There's no right and wrong answer. It's just to get you to be honest with yourself and do your homework. Miss Deborah?
I appreciate it, Ashe, all this everyone's doing in this nation. I am so in gratitude. But I have two questions. One, about the homework. Did I miss something? Because was it emailed out? Because I never
Yeah.
did get it. And I would love to catch up
Okay.
and be on time and turning that in. And then the second question is I did try to get in, is concerning the metaphysical Bible study. I tried to get into that, and it's a charge for that, and just
Well,
how I can get into that. Ashe.
come on to the Zoom platform. We have a link on the website, a Zoom link. Don't worry about trying to get in over there. You come in through our house. Okay?
Yes. Ashe.
And they'll put the link. If you guys could go ahead and put the link in the YouTube and on the
Zoom.
in the chat here, Zoom chat, the metaphysical link for the Zoom for people to come in through our Zoom.
It's on there, Mom.
Okay, and just keep posting it, please, periodically.
Okay.
And also the sign up registration form, and those who are on disability or the VA, and if you're a veteran, and if you're disabled or retired, the cost is $300 for anybody else. and you all get in for free. That's letting you know I'm not about the money. So you young people, or you people that's working, you can make the sacrifice. You don't have to have the payment in to March. Because when March come, we need to start making sure everything is paid for, because July will be here before we know it. And that's when we have our graduation, the third week in July every year, we have our graduation. And right now, I'm waiting till the end of November so that I can see how many people we got. Because last year we weren't able to invite the family members because we had too many we had booked the place before we knew how many people. That's what we normally do is go ahead and secure the place. And we had more graduates than we thought that we ever thought was coming. And the place only held 300 people. So therefore we had 300 graduates, and therefore they couldn't invite any family members. And we don't want that to happen this year. And so I do plan to have it in Stone Mountain in Georgia this year. But I have to wait until to book the place to see how many graduates that we're gonna have that's registered. And then once we see the number, and then we can then start securing a place somewhere in Stone Mountain, and I'll start looking there and seeing where we could have it. And if that's not going to be feasible because they don't have the facility to hold the people plus their family members that want to come and see them, we'll look for somewhere else. Okay. All right. Now, I want to open up the floor for Q&A. And so, but I strongly urge everybody to come on to the Metaphysical Bible Study tomorrow, because I have a special announcement that I want to make. Okay. All right. Now, Monica.
Yes, ma'am. There are no hands up currently and no questions in the chat.
I must have did a good freaking job.
Yes, you did.
Well, I aim to please. What y'all think on YouTube? You think did I do a great job? Mr. J. McWill, folks should be able to cash in their artificial documents by now. Oh boy, that is so funny. All right. Well, since we don't really have any questions or comments tonight, Christina, what kind of, I know me and you talked about some lineups that I like. Can you play one of my favorites?
My internet is very unstable right now, Mama. I'm gonna have to ask my
Okay.
brother Bending Bamboo to assist me
Okay.
if he can. And that's
If
Love
he
in
can.
Stereo, Mama.
You know it. Where's Kenya at? Is Kenya here?
I think she's moderating over. Oh, there she is.
Okay. Pull up the station wagon. And let's all go get our shades. Let me go get mine. I'll be right back. Y'all go get your shades. Now, I'm going to ask everybody on Sunday, and let's have a pajama party while we go over our step work. And so come in your pajamas on Sunday night. How you like my shades?
They make me happy.
I see you, baby mama.
Yes. Let me see y'all shades. Let me take my pen down so I can see everybody. I'm about to make sure my sweetie have his shades when he with him. All right. There we go. Ah, look at y'all. Look at you. Got your shades ready? All right, bend the bamboo, son.
Left to right, heart to heart, can you feel it? Love in stereo, every note is falling soft like rain. Your touch repeats, I hear it call my name. Echoed in the rhythm, carried on the flow. Every heartbeat sings in stereo. Close your eyes, let the sound surround. Every whisper lifting off the ground. In every channel, your spirit grows. I'm alive where the music goes. Love in stereo, it's playing everywhere. Around my soul, floating through the air. Love in stereo, ooh, it never fades away. Forever two voices, one song to stay.
I love you, Miss Jackson.
Color shining, moving side to side.
We're gonna get through this together.
Like a record spinning deep inside. Your harmony is all I'll ever know. Wrap forever in this stereo. Highs and lows, the melody's divine. Your soul's the treble, your heart's the bass line. Together we're the song the heavens chose. Eternal in the way the music flows. Love in stereo, ooh, it's playing everywhere.
It's playing everywhere, y'all.
My soul floating through the air. Love in stereo, ooh, it never fades away. Forever two voices, one song to stay. Love in stereo. Stereo. Here and now. Left and right, night and day. Love in stereo, forever we'll play.
Ashe, ashe, ashe. Um, you know, in closing tonight, it really is all about you and your attitude and how you want to change your life by changing your attitude and how you see a thing. The only difference is that you have to do is be willing to go inside yourself and live from inside out now. It is a better lifestyle. It is a way of life. See, let me tell you something that I've learned on this journey that I want to share with each of you. You can't think your way into better living, but you can live your way into better thinking. And if you do it in that way, you will be amazed before you halfway through of the things that used to baffle you and the things that used to just bother you. They will fall away because some of the promises is that things that used to worry us, it don't worry us anymore because it's obsolete. It's always a figment of your imagination. And as you join me tomorrow in Metaphysical Bible Study, I'm going to demonstrate something before the world has never seen before, at least out of me. I'm going to demonstrate how the game changer changed the game and walk away with everything. because the game changed. Be tuned for that. You don't want to miss it. And with that, I bid everybody a restful night. Naila, if you could stay on with us so that we can show you what you need to do and make sure you get signed in. And Miss Jackson, if you feel the need that you want to hang out for a few minutes more with us, you're more than welcome to do that. And if you need anything from us, please don't hesitate to pick up the phone. And as you go about your day tomorrow, you remember the words that I said to you today that got you where you needed to go and did what needed to be done. The same thing will apply for tomorrow as the sun rises on you. Let it shine its light, the warmth light that you'll feel our love wrapped around you, and that love will carry you through this, and that you will survive it like the rest of us who have had to experience it. And life will change. And it's a choice that you will make for yourself, that you will embrace the change and the new normal for you, because it will be a new normal for you. One day at a time. We love you. Naila, we love you. So if you could hang out for us, we will be allowing everybody to leave tonight. Have a great night tonight, everyone.
Ashe, nightfall.
Thank you so much.
Nightfall.
Nightfall, family.
Ashe, gratitude.
Nightfall, everybody.
Have a great evening, everyone.
Class.
To
Well.
love and light.
Gratitude.
Say,
Have a nice day.